There goes young Max.
Hey,
Young Max.
That's a beautiful
That's
picture.
at Santa Monica Beach. We was hanging out.
Nice, man. That's what's
Yeah.
up, bro. Yeah. So what I gotta ask these questions just to get it out the way, and then I want to go deeper into your come up.
Okay.
So where were you? How have you been dealing since they pulled Wildin' Out off the air?
Well, at first I was, I was really upset. Like, really? How are you just gonna, I mean, but I know Nick's heart, and I know that Nick didn't mean anything maliciously. He was, in a conversation, and some people got offended by what was said. But as far as the them just snatching the show off the air that day, you know what I mean? I mean, the show was on, and then it got preempted while the show was on by Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You know what I'm saying?
So y'all
I
really
think
got canceled during a commercial break.
Yeah, something like that. Look, on my lunch break, I got fired. You know what I'm saying? I kind of I think I had already even introduced Nick on the show. I already gone to, hey, give it up for Nick Cannon, and Nick's doing his thing, and he had said DJ D-Wrek, and next thing you know, well, this is a story all about how, what I'm saying? It went into that. And so I was a little bit like shocked, and then to find out what was going on. I had seen the video earlier that day and was like, and then this happened, and then I immediately knew that the two were connected. So then, phone calls started happening, and I'm seeing texts and comments on Instagram. But the first couple days after that, I was like, it was like I felt, how you ever get fired from like a day job that you have, and you just feel like, yeah, what am I going to do now? Like, I really need money, like I kind of felt like that. But then all of a sudden I had this like calm, positive feeling, like, because Nick is the type of guy that I think if you know him, and if anybody I've known Nick for over 20 years, and if you know Nick, and like these people at Viacom know Nick, they know that that's not Nick's heart.
Right. Okay, Lee, we see what you're doing around here.
You know what I'm saying? They know that that's not Nick's heart. You know what I mean? And so, Nick knows how to say, hey, if I was wrong, I was wrong, and we can fix that. And, but let's fix it all the way around. Don't just cancel me and say, to hell with him. You know what I mean? Let's all grow from this. And so then I started having this positive feeling, you know what I mean? Like, eventually, something to get worked out with that situation, whether it's, whether Wildin' Out comes back or not, their relationship, Viacom and Nick's relationship will mend itself.
What's the latest on that, if it's coming back?
I don't know. I'm assuming that they're talking, but to what extent, I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
So when it happened, like, did Nick reach out to you and the cast members and give any like backstory on it, or did y'all just kind of just read what he was saying or posting on social media, or did he kind of reach out to you all personally and be like, my bad, and this is kind of what happened?
Well, I mean, with me personally, I spoke to other producers on the show. I'm a producer as well on the show, but I talked to the executives. And
hey, shout out to you. I didn't know you was a producer on the show too.
Oh yeah, it says it at the end credits. It says
okay,
producer.
Hey,
producer. There's it scrolls up.
Shout out to
it
D-Wrek.
Says producer Derek DJ D-Wrek Batiste. Anyway,
hey, beast. I swear, anyway, I didn't know that. I knew now. Now Evan. So I'm gonna have on here. But yeah, but that's big. But anyways, I'm listening to you. My bad, bro.
That's all right. Interrupter. Anyway,
I was giving you your roses.
no, thank you. I appreciate that. But Nick and I spoke over text and stuff like that, and he sounded great. You know, everything's cool. You know, Nick, my relationship with Nick is very it's like big brother, little brother, and then little brother does extremely well.
Right.
and then you know, then it kind of turns into to peers, and then it's like, hey, you got time for me?
Right.
Right. You know,
how did y'all first meet, you and Nick?
We actually, you know, so you know Keenan and Kel, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I was a production assistant on, I worked on All That and Keenan and Kel.
Wow.
And I can't remember. No, I'm sorry. I did not work on Keenan and Kel because I think Keenan and Kel was done in Orlando. Anyway, I'm tripping. I was on Keenan and Kel and Wow and All That. Anyway, Keenan and Kel and I are good friends. So one day, this is back in like '97. Me and Kel were getting ready to go hang out, go to the mall, go do something. But Kel was like, "Hey, we got to stop by the office I got to stop by the office real quick. You want to roll with me?" So I said, "Okay, cool." So we went, and he said he had to meet this new kid that is gonna join the management team or whatever. And we walked in, and it was this skinny dude that's about 6 feet tall. It was about 6 feet tall, 5'11", 6 feet tall. About as big as my pinky.
I'm about to say Nick was super skinny back then.
Yeah, and he had like a silk green shirt on with some green suede wallabies or something, and some slacks, and just clean cut kid. And he was, you know, having a meeting up there or whatever, and you know, then he just hung out with us after that. After his meeting, after we met and all that kind of stuff like that. And from that moment on, he was like 16 at the time. From that moment on, he became like my little brother. You know what I mean? We just started hanging out, started doing things together. He was from San Diego, so he would come up to do the clubs and things like that. And he did the warm up for Keenan and Kel and all that and stuff like that. And then he joined the cast. But, you know, that's how we met, through Kel, actually.
Wow, that's amazing, bro. I had Spoken Reasons on here.
Okay.
And I don't want to say how he addressed the situation, but what were your thoughts when him and Emmanuel Hudson got into it?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I had no idea who dude was.
Spoken Reasons?
No idea who he was. I'd seen his face, you know, just through social media, but I didn't know the history. And, you know, that's kind of like really some Atlanta stuff as far as I knew. You know, it could have been more than that. I know he didn't do well on our show, you know, to me.
No, I saw the footage.
So what do you think?
About Emmanuel and Spoken?
Yeah. No. About his performance, about Spoken's performance.
Oh, I mean, his jokes didn't land. His jokes didn't land.
So Wildin' Out, you've been on the show. Wildin' Out it is a hard show, and there's a rhythm to Wildin' Out. There's a rhythm to the jokes. You know, I'm sure, you know, it's just like Saturday Night Live. There's a rhythm to those jokes. It's different than Wildin' Out. You know, but I really had no idea. I just know he got smoked on Wildin' Out.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, I thought it was funny. I mean, you know, and I wasn't even biased because I would have loved for him to come on and just whoever it is. I love when people come on the show and do a great job, and you're like, oh my God, you have really been watching the show, or like you really understand the timing of this and stuff. I just look at things from a technical standpoint mixed in with the talent. And I'm not saying that he's not talented. I'm sure he is. I have never seen his work outside of what he did on the stage of Wildin' Out.
Yeah, man, he is a very talented individual. Yeah, I mean, I I was listen. Here's my personal Wild 'N Out story because like everything you just said is completely true. I went on Wild 'N Out, and this is when I realized like I'm like, oh, they take this like super serious. The comedians on there, like it's like a gladiator sport. And
Mm-hmm.
I went backstage and I went there to hang out one time, just to hang out. I don't even think this was in Atlanta yet. This might have been in LA maybe or something.
At
But
CBS, didn't you come to CBS
the
or something like
CBS,
that?
yeah, that's the yep.
Yeah.
So I'm at that one. I'm just chilling backstage and I'm seeing Chico like going over his stuff. Yeah, that's me. That's me trying to look like I'm doing something very important on the show. Oh, I'm
Like,
about to
yeah, I
kill him.
heard that.
I'm about to kill him with this bit right here on your bitch ass. So I'm seeing Chico and he's like really going over lines and stuff. And I see the other comedians and they really, and I'm like, oh, wait. I said, this ain't what I thought it was. So
Yeah.
then when I got to be a cast member on the episode, to be a guest on there, I was like, I'm not trying to look stupid for the rest of my life on MTV
Oh
because
yeah.
they showed the show all day, they showed the show all day 24/7. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, yo, you got to be careful. Like, you got to really make sure what's ever about to come out of your mouth is about to be some fire. Because if
Right.
not, that shit is going to be replayed for all of eternity on MTV, VH1, MTV2, MTV app. You see what I'm saying? And
MTV
so
13.